Welcome to my podcast, Cold Narratives. I'm your host, Iceberg Green. About to let y'all hear some of these cold narratives. Check it out. First off, I want to say good morning, everybody, and God bless. So today, it's a couple of things that's been on my mind. First off, I want to say shout out to LSU women's basketball team. They did their thing. And for some reason, they always try to throw shade when we win, and just like the racist they are, Joe Biden still, and she part of it now. So she just jumped on board with the racism, anti-black hate. She jumped on now. So she's part of it. So get ready for that episode. But today I just want to talk about, how they be having these bootlicks and these people put in front of us as if they speak for the black community. And they don't, man. They speak for the white media and what they represent. So this guy right here, Charles Barkley, man, this guy's something else. He's about to start a show with Gayle King, of all people. And they're about to start a rant. They're about to go on a rant about black people. And I pretty much see it coming. So here's this guy, Charles Barkley. This was like maybe 4 years ago on CBS with Gayle King. This is one of the interviews they had together talking about his book and how much of a bootlick he is. How much of a athlete he is. And it speaks in high volumes of how far he'd go to impress his masters. But listen to what he said on this, man. Listen to this. Listen to this.
We don't want anything different in life than you do.
Are you sure about that? You just want what white people want?
Yes.
Yes?
I want a good family.
Yeah.
I want a good job. I want my daughter to live in a world where she's doesn't have to worry about discrimination. That's all we want.
Man, look at that. See what I'm talking about? Yes, he said that with so much conviction. I'm telling y'all, this is what he want to be, and this is what he want us to be. I'm telling you, this is what he's telling us we should be. Like, this is what we should want. I mean, this guy, man.
Let's talk about the series.
Yes.
It's an important series.
Yes, sir.
And you're engaged by this, you seem.
It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, meeting with these families.
What did you learn?
I learned there's some amazing people out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I met a pastor in Atlanta who works with undocumented immigrants' kids. He has an after-school program because those people are amazing, working hard all the time. But he started a after-school program where these kids go. I met with a Muslim family.
But what did you learn about, and those people are interesting and powerful, but what did you learn about how we can take the right step forward in terms of race?
Well, number one, the only thing you can do is talk about it, but I wanted to put a face.
Nothing. See, that's what I'm talking about, Chuck. See, that's what I'm talking about. They put these people in front of the camera, and this is what you get. The bootlick come out.
Race is so tricky and so difficult to talk about because nobody wants to talk about race, Charles. I'm so glad you're doing it.
Well, and that's the biggest problem. We never talk about race until something bad happens, and then everybody's mad.
Yeah, right.
So shouldn't be afraid to talk about it.
They got mad at you in Baltimore when it seemed like you were defending the police.
Well,
you took a lot of heat there.
And I had no problem with that. First of all, I've always defended the police.
Okay, so I want y'all to take that in context. This guy said that's the hardest thing he's ever done. And he's from Alabama. He actually made it to the NBA. He's from an impoverished community. You know how Alabama is. And he's saying this is the hardest thing he's ever done. Way to go, Chuck. And on top of that, this guy's talking about he learned there's some amazing people on this earth. I mean, how old are you? And you just now realize there's some amazing people? Yeah, Chuck, where you been at? So this guy is just he's putting on a show, and this is 4 years ago. So imagine what show he got going on now, man, what he's ready to do to us now. So be prepared for the rhetoric, and the ridicule and all the different stuff that goes along with being Charles Barkley. But get ready for it, y'all.
Undocumented immigrants, they're like real people.
Wait. I know I'm not tripping. Did he just say they're like real people? Wait a minute. Let me rewind that.
They're like
He
real
did.
people.
Chuck, man, Chuck, I can't wait to see how far you make it with this.
Yes.
There was a big story in the news with Adam Jones,
Yes.
who was called the N-word while he was on the field. Did that ever happen to you? Did you ever experience anything like that?
Sure.
Racial slurs while you're on the court?
The monkey thing, slurs, the monkey thing. But you go back and look at Adam Jones' situation. Number one, obviously it was wrong, but I was more disappointed in the people around, the people saying the racist stuff.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? That the monkey thing, like it's just a thing. That is serious. See how he downplays everything, man. And then you got to check the weasel words. I'm serious. And notice he never says Black Americans, foundational Black Americans. He never speaks on the atrocities that were done to us. Never. So one last thing. This is for everyone that is a fan of Charles Barkley, that maybe from Alabama, that are in the hood, in the community. What has he actually done out there to help your community? And I want you to think hard. And all those people that are from Gayle King's community where she grew up, if she actually did grow up in a impoverished community, what is she actually doing within that community to help? I want y'all to pay attention to these people that they're putting in front of the camera, but they're not actually going back to the community where they came from and doing anything. But they stay in front of a camera, but you'll never catch them in the hood helping out, doing nothing like that serious, man, to better their people. Foundational Black Americans, we're all their people, right?
Iceberg green. That's some cold shit.
I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to say God bless everyone going through the struggle, and watch out for them cold narratives that the government be trying to push on us, y'all. And to all my Black people, I would be nothing without y'all. Thank you all.